Cosmo's trying to eat my crystals. Oh, okay. Anyway, I hope that someone will join me shortly and maybe. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! That's one of my favorite. That look, he found this little pink amethyst heart, and he was chewing on it. And, Cosmo, you're being silly. He's trying to chew the crystals up. Let him have fun. All right. He can't do anything to them. I don't think. Knowing him, though, he'll get some and he'll eat it. Hey, you're going to sharpen your beak? You're going to file your beak down on those? He's insane. This bird is insane. I love him to pieces, though. That is my labradorite. Yeah, that used to be my pendulum until the wire that was wrapped around it that made it into a necklace caused it to deteriorate when I was doing a reading one time. And I answered, I don't know, 30-some questions using the pendulum and verified it with using the cards. It was a really wild reading. Anyway, I wanted to start out the video. Cosmo, come here and get away from the candle. The candle will burn you. He is so determined that he's going to get into those candles. Yeah, eat the crystals. I want to start out by reading you the June horoscope. Not June, July. We're in July now, right? July horoscope, if you will indulge me, because I think it's important that we know what's going on above our heads. Stop! It sounded exciting too when I monthly. Come here. I don't know if I can find it. It was really cool though. I think it's probably right here. Somewhere. Thank you if you're indulging me. All right. Oh, what the heck? Let me see if I can find it. It was in one of my notifications today. It gave me the whole July horoscope. And it was really interesting what was going on. You hear him in the crystals over there? He's gone completely insane. Completely insane. I think I want reports. Daily, weekly, monthly. Let's see what this one says. If I can't find it, then we'll just move on. For some reason, it's not coming up. It might be meant for me not to read it. There's a lot going on, though. I have to tell you, when I read it, it really blew my mind. You're going to start questioning everything. All of your decisions, you're going to start questioning. Here it is right here. July monthly horoscope. Potent and profound is what it says. This is Astro Matrix, and I'm not endorsing anyone's products. It's just what I use to help me understand astrology and to learn. The opportunities of this month are harnessing powerful transformation and tasting various options for love. The goals are remaining open-hearted amidst fear and processing intense relationships and emotions. July brings a wave of planetary shifts that prompt us to rethink, revise, and realign. With multiple retrogrades, a full moon in Capricorn, and a new moon in Leo, the cosmos is calling for clarity of purpose, emotional grounding, and creative courage. This is not a month for rushing forward blindly. It's about refining intentions, reconnecting with heart truths, and finding structure within chaos. Here's a look at each key date. July 4th, Venus will be in Gemini. Venus enters curious and cerebral Gemini, activating social sparks, witty banter, and flirtatious energy. Relationships benefit from open communication, playful exploration, and mental stimulation. However, be wary of scattering your attention, as superficiality won't sustain what's truly meaningful. July 4th, Neptune will be retrograde in Aries, As Neptune begins its backward motion through fiery Aries, illusions tied to identity, leadership, and personal purpose may start to dissolve. This retrograde pushes us to confront, stop that, where we've been deluding ourselves about our independence and chasing false dreams. Time to sober up and listen to your inner compass. And see, Spirit has been insisting that we listen to our inner compass on this channel. July 7th, Uranus or Uranus, however you prefer, in Gemini. A lot of Gemini this month. Uranus shakes up the mental realm as it enters Gemini, bringing innovation, disruption, and breakthrough in how we think, learn, and communicate. Expect sudden ideas, tech shifts, or radical changes in beliefs. Stay flexible as the mind is being rewired for the future. So we might have some technical glitches that begin to happen during the month of July. We might have some breakthroughs in communication. Wouldn't that be nice? Try to get these phones working properly again. All right, July 10th, Capricorn full moon. The powerful full moon in Capricorn shines a spotlight on discipline, responsibility, and long-term goals. It's a culmination point for anything you've been building in your career or structure in your life. Emotions may run high around themes of achievement versus emotional neglect. Let go of rigid expectations and find new forms of grounded power. July 13th, Saturn retrograde in Aries. Wow, Aries and Gemini are ruling this month. Saturn retrograde in Aries forces a review of how you assert authority, take initiative, and handle conflict. Old patterns of aggression, avoidance, or immaturity may rise up to be restructured. It's a karmic cleanup time to refine your discipline and resilience without burning bridges. July 18th, Mercury is going to be retrograde in Leo. When Mercury begins its retrograde in fiery Leo, communication takes on a theatrical twist. Expect old passions, unresolved drama, or creative blocks to resurface. This retrograde highlights where pride or ego may be clouding clarity. It's a chance to reflect on how you express your truth. Are you performing or genuinely connecting? And we're gonna a lot of us are going to be, it's going to come out that we're not really connecting, we're just performing, we're just going through the motions. Revisit creative projects and old loves, but avoid impulsive declarations. So don't make any promises. The mind needs a pause to align with the heart's integrity. You know that didn't work out last time, so why are you trying it again? Maybe because the sex was good, you want to get a piece of that, and then you are going to go on with your life. July 22nd, Leo season begins. The sun blazes into Leo, inviting us to reclaim joy, creativity, and self-expression after weeks of retrograde. And I don't know if y'all have noticed it, but things are out of alignment. And they have been for a while. Because usually the full moon is in the sign opposite of the new moon. But we have the new moon in Leo this month instead of in Cancer, which is the opposite of Capricorn. And it's been misaligned off and on throughout the past couple of years. Anyway, when Leo season begins, it's going to get interesting. After weeks of retrograde reworking, Leo season calls you to shine with authenticity and courage. Express yourself boldly, but be sure the spotlight isn't covering up emotional wounds. So make sure you're doing your healing. The July 24th, the Leo new moon, a potent new moon to plant seeds of radiance and personal truth. This is a call to embrace your inner child, reignite passion, and set intentions that align with your heart's fire. A great time for rituals focused on self-worth, creativity, and courageous beginnings. July 30th, Chiron retrograde, wounds around independence, rejection, and identity resurface as Chiron turns retrograde. Healing becomes internal, reflective, and deeper than words. This is a time to tend to your own story with compassion, especially around areas where you felt not enough. July 30th, Venus will go into Cancer. Venus softens as she moves into nurturing Cancer, shifting love and money matters toward emotional safety and heartfelt connections. Longing for comfort, home, and genuine intimacy rises. It's time time to nest, nurture, and know your love through care, not performance. Wow. So I think we're going to see a lot of relationships shift that have been just going through the motions, and they're going to turn into genuine connections with new people. All right. Oh, sweetheart, my friend. I don't know if anybody here remembers my friend Kurt. Well, his father passed. He had cancer and he passed, and he's going through the funeral and stuff this week. So he's been texting me about that, and I just don't know how to help him, but I'll be here for him. Let me just respond. He used to. He don't need to be worrying about me. Alright. And I tried to get up with Cheryl, and I haven't been able to reach her. Hopefully she'll be back soon. That's one of my moderators. Oh, I got to give y'all the song. The song that I got, I put it in the description box, so you can go there and listen to it if you'd like to. It's called One of Them Girls by Lee Bryce. I thought I had liked this song. Maybe it wouldn't have let me. Are you one of them girls that peels off the Bud Light label? Just might run a pool table? Roll your eyes if I call you an angel? Ain't you one of them girls? Ask you to dance, you say no, just to see how far I'll go. Your song comes on and your eyes damn it. Your song comes on and your eyes are closed. That's when I know, yeah, you got your heart on lockdown. Got a wall I got to knock down. Kind of want to do a shot now. Come on now. And you're one of them girls that ain't trying to meet nobody. You're just here for the party. If I'm wrong, then stop me, yeah. You're one of them girls that ain't handing out your number. You like to make us want you. You like to make us wonder. If you're one of them girls, 'cause I'm one of them boys who'll trade his whole world. Yeah, for one of them girls who likes to act all quiet, sexy, not even trying. Yeah, you know I ain't lying, damn right. You one of them girls, broke every heart in your hometown. On the day you rode out, got 'em all wishing on stars now. If I find one of them girls that ain't trying to meet nobody, you're just here for the party. If I'm wrong, then stop me. Yeah, you're one of them girls that ain't handing out your number. You like to make us wonder. If you're one of them girls, well, I'm one of them boys who'll trade his whole world, yeah, for one of them girls. You're one of them girls. I want to put my lips on, hold all night long, write a little love song for one of them girls that ain't trying to meet nobody. They're just here for the party. If I'm wrong, then stop me. Yeah, you're one of them girls that ain't handing out your number like you make us want you, like you make us wonder if you're one of them girls. Well, I'm one of them boys who'll trade his whole world for one of them girls. One of them girls. And I have to admit that I am one of these girls. I have been my whole life. I've always been that way. So I kind of know what this song is talking about. It's talking about a girl who has a lot of integrity. And you're not just going to go to a bar and say, some corny ass line to her and get her in bed with you that night. You're going to have to work for this. And you're going to have to work hard too. And you might think that you're going to play pool with her, and she runs the pool table. I used to beat my husband at pool every time we went to the pool room. I would always whip his ass at pool. That was one thing I was good at, was shooting pool. And I don't know why, because I never really took lessons or learned, or I just played all my life. We had a pool table in our garage. So we played all the time. Anyway, enough about that. So this video is, I think it's kind of bringing in July with a bang, and it's kind of, I think you're going to meet one of those guys. You're going to either be one of those guys and you're going to meet one of those girls, or you're going to be one of those girls and you're going to meet one of those guys, because it is special when two of those get together. And if you're not genuinely willing to work for, you're not going to get with one of those girls, and you're only going to settle for one of those guys that will. So I think that there's going to be a lot of new relationships in the month of July, is what I think. I think that's what Spirit's saying. I think there's going to be a lot of new creative projects. I think we're going to sort out a lot of areas of our life where we have not felt like we were enough, and we're going to get out of some situations where we have just been going through the motions, because we're tired of just going through the motions. We want something that's a genuine connection. Look at him. He is so funny. Come here. Come here, clown. You got crystals all over the place. He is definitely my bird. All right, Spirit, how do you want to start this reading? Because I feel like we aren't ever going to get started. All right, how are you working in this? There she is. Your faith is here. Your self-control is here. Your wisdom is here. You have no love, though, and no gratitude for some reason. Your love life is struggling, is what it looks like to me. But you're content, and you're going to have courage. So maybe you're just single and you're tired of not having anybody. That could be what's going on here. You're somebody who has a lot of spirituality. You're somebody who knows how to control yourself. Like I said, you're not going to just let somebody sweet talk you into the bed. You're wise. You have learned through life that won't get you anywhere good. But for some reason, your love and gratitude are in reverse. We're going to pull rocks on this and see if we can figure out what's going on here. You're content with the way things are, though. I think the person you want to be with may be with somebody else. All right, why is faith, self-control, and wisdom over here? Because of a commitment, success, courage, inspiration, and a friend. Okay, so you have a friend that have a lot of faith, a lot of self-control, and they're very wise. They're successful, they're inspiring, they have a lot of courage, and it looks like you're committed to this friend, so you might be a really good friend to them. All right, why is your love and gratitude in reverse? Why is your love and gratitude in reverse? Because of freedom. Somebody, okay. So you're having to accept maybe that somebody can't get their freedom, and you're just going to have to laugh. You're just going to have to find the humor in it all, is what it looks like to me. Come here. Somehow laugh, accept, and freedom. That's why your love is in reverse with your gratitude. It's like you're ungrateful and you have no love. I don't know. Why is contentment here? Because you have honor. You're going to be content because of your honor, your kindness, and your faith. So I think this is that friend. I think that friend either is with somebody else and you can't be with them. I think that's what's going to change this month. Truly, I do. But we're going to prove that. We're going to let Spirit discuss that with us. All right, Spirit, talk to us and tell us what's going on this month. Show me how you're working in this collective. Whoa. Jeez Louise, that's a lot of cards. I'm not even taking that many cards. How are you working in this collective? There we go. Aquarius, the star came out sideways. So there's a sense that you have very little hope, but you have some. That's your faith. That's probably your faith. It's just your faith. You're content. Even if you don't get what you want, you're still content. All right, what's the energy to overcome? Aquarius so far is what I have. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking, yes you are. Spirit is like, oh yes you are. Damn that hangman. If that ain't the same card we keep getting as the energy to overcome. Some of us are really stuck trying to see things from a different perspective. All right, and what's going to pull it together? Spirit was like, yes, you are going to take that card. Okay, there we go. There's going to be death. Scorpio's here, and there's a chariot vibe. You're going to overcome something. And the sun. Oh my God, this is leading you to the happiest you'll ever be. This is going to be... this is independence. This is Independence Month. Like, I don't think you realize how much hope you do have. I think you're going to realize it, though, here. And then you're going to finally overcome and just allow the transformation to happen. You've been resisting it because it's hard. And nothing that's worth having is ever easy. All right, show me how this happens, Spirit. Oh, that flew out with force. You want shit to be different, and so it shall be different because you want it to be. Hello, Aesthetic Queen. What's up, baby? Number 14. All right, what's being hidden? That you can't say thank you enough. Remember, you're ungrateful. There's no gratitude. It came out in secret. You're not grateful for something. What do you, come on, Cosmo. I'm trying to do a video, dude. Let me see if I can put him in here in his cage. I'm trying to do a video. You're all over me. Get on your cage and stay in here until I come back. Don't you come back in here. You're getting on my nerves now. I mean, he was like literally dancing on me. All right, so here's where the ingratitude for the he's right back on my freaking head. Look. What are you unthankful for? Fuck feelings. You have logic for a reason. You use it. Okay. So that's why you're not wanting to. It's like you have feelings for somebody, but you know you don't need to. For some reason, you know better. All right, what's being shown? That you're going to stop. You're not going to stop trying to control everything, and you're going to say, fuck your job in reverse. It's coming out in reverse. This came out upright. This came out in reverse. That you're not thankful. You're like, fuck feelings. I don't have to be thankful. Something's making you upset and unthankful in a relationship or a situation. It could be a situation. There was something you wanted to be different. And you couldn't say thank you enough. And you're like, fuck your feelings. I can never be thankful enough. I'm going to put your star up, right? Because you better have some hope here. All right. You're not going to stop trying to control everything. And you're not going to say fuck your job. Why are you not trying to say fuck your job? What is going on over here? Oh, you're hot, smart, and you have a great ass. So I don't know. Maybe you work in a salon. I don't know. You do something that makes people more beautiful. You're controlling as hell, though. And you're all about work. All right, what's going to happen next? You're going to realize that this is serious. There's something serious going on here, and I'm missing it. You're not checking yourself. Somebody is still waiting. I'm missing something. Cosmo's part of the reading. He is distracting me from really doing this reading like I would like to do it. All right, Spirit, talk to me. What's going on here? Show me how this happened. Somebody was, you were like, you better stop pushing my buttons, because if you keep pushing my buttons, there ain't going to be no hope for this relationship or whatever this is. Keep pushing my buttons. I dare you. That's the feel that it has. Pushing buttons and don't lose hope. So that's what you want to be different, is you want somebody to stop pushing your buttons all the time. What's being hidden? That somebody is dating and they didn't mean for it to happen, but they're not. So it's like in the past they were dating somebody and they didn't mean for it to happen. Let me tell you something. You don't date somebody and not mean for it to happen. Okay, but maybe you met somebody and you didn't realize they were an asshole. And now that person has turned out to be somebody that it don't matter what you do, they're never satisfied. And you're like, fuck your feelings. I don't care how you feel. All right, what's being shown? You moved on and eliminated their ass. Good for you. Finally, somebody with a brain in their freaking skull. All right, what's going to happen next? You're going to erase this person because of a fantasy. What are you fantasizing about? A family that you've been waiting for? Oh my goodness. You're going to finally move on from somebody. You ended up dating them unintentionally, and they push your buttons. You want shit to be different. You're sick of this person. Good for you. You're moving on and eliminating them. You're going to erase them, everything that reminds you of them, because you're fantasizing and waiting for a family. You're like the person in the song. You're like, I don't want anything to do with you because you are unhealthy as hell. And look, but I love you. There's somebody here that is waiting to have a family with you. Wow. It could be this friend. This is beautiful. All right, let's pull tarot on this. Why is the star here? Because of the Three of Cups. This could be, clarify the Three of Cups. It could be like celebrating something. Why is it, this could be 4th of July? The High Priestess came out in reverse. I'm putting her back. Why is the Three of Cups here? The Wheel of Fortune came out in reverse. Something is going to happen in July. It could be on the 3rd. Let me see here now. Something's going to happen in July, and it's going to open a door for you. And it's going to lead you to a new place, maybe to live, a bigger city possibly than where you live now. You could meet somebody at a celebration. Clarify the wheel. That's a lot of cards. I'm not taking that many. Y'all are not going to do this to me. Wow, that was a beautiful wheel, though. I gotta give it to you. What's the wheel? You. Okay. Where you've not been out of this other relationship, the one that you're moving on from, you're building a foundation. You're going to have a wheel where you've not been able to get on your feet that's going to help you to build. I think you're going to get a job, and it's going to be maybe on the 3rd of July. You could have really gotten down, like your bank account could be in the negative even. All right, why is the Hangman here? Because somebody is going to heal. They're going to take some time. They're going to rest, recuperate, and heal from something. And it's a codependent type feel. Somebody was giving too much. Somebody was really, what you're seeing from a different perspective, the way this person pushes your buttons is they take from you and then they just kick back and act like you don't exist. Like they got it made and they're really just using you for everything. That's why you're moving on from them. Why is was it Chariot? Why is the Chariot here? Yeah, you're getting ready to tell this fool where to go. Yeah, what you're getting over is the Queen of Swords being over here where it says you have logic for a reason. She is very emotional, and she's realizing that I need to stop being so fucking emotional and stop thinking with my twat. It's like the Queen of Swords is typically one who will cut your head off, but when she's in reverse, her boundaries suck. She has none. And so you've probably been letting this fool take advantage of you, but there's going to be something that brings hope to your life because you're going to get separated with this person you didn't really mean to hook up with. Somehow you're going to get away from them. And it's going to happen because you're going to realize that I don't have any hope with this person, and I want that to be different. What's the death card, though? What's going to change? I think you are what's going to change. Yeah, you're going to have that self-control. You're going to control yourself. You're going to learn how to say no when you need to say no to whatever. This could even be somebody who parties a lot, and they're going to have a wheel that's going to knock them off their pedestal, and they're going to have to start over again. I mean, I don't know who I'm talking to, but they're going to need to take some kind of a break to rest from unbalanced giving. Somebody's been taking advantage of somebody's giving, overdoing it. Maybe they were just doing too many drugs and they were getting way, into your pockets. But what you're going to eventually do is you're going to be like, no, I'm done. I'm not going to keep doing this anymore. I'm over you. I'm going to forget about you. I'm going to eliminate you because I have a family and I have someone who's waiting for me. Clarify this waiting family. That's the King of Swords. That's her identical match. Why is he here? Because this is what's going to make somebody real happy. That's the end of the reading. That's the sun. This person right here that's waiting, they have a family and they have somebody waiting. They are a Gemini, I think. It could be Libra or Aquarius. We have Aquarius here for sure. Pisces is here. Cancer is here, Scorpio and Leo. We have Leo here twice. This could also be Aries and Sagittarius. And we have this, it's like you're going to think, you're going to have somebody who is on your same level. Whereas over here, you ended up with some dipshit that had no boundaries whatsoever. And they were constantly pushing your buttons. How are they pushing your buttons? Give me more. Oh, they had somebody else. Or they just didn't know how to love you properly. Yeah, you ended this with this person. Why is the King of Cups in reverse? Because he was holding on tight. He was really holding on tight to you because you were very successful. And he could live with you, and he could, shack up with you, and you took care of him. Look, you're going to get over this, though. You're going to finally get over this relationship with this person who's just been laying up on you. Oh, my God. Thank God somebody's finally coming to their senses in this damn collective. Thank God. Good for you. Whoever you are, you're doing fantastic. I'm very proud of you. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I mean, you're not putting up with this. Why is your friend here, though? That's the only thing I'm not really catching. Why is this friend over here that you have a commitment with? What's the deal with the friend? Show me how the friend feels about you. That's the one you don't want a second chance with. Why don't you want a second chance? Because of heart fog. That person sends mixed signals. All right. How do you feel about them? Wow, you want to get established with them. Why would you want to do that? Because it's deep. Well, what are you going to do about this person not wanting a second chance because of heart fog? Oh, the karma's going to, they made a lot of mistakes and they haven't been talking to you. What was the mistakes? Somebody was nourishing. What do you mean they were nourishing? They couldn't escape. This was a curse, and they were withdrawn. Ooh, this is nasty energy. Why do you have feelings for this person? Because it's divine feminine. She doesn't have any third parties. She's not. You don't want to hurt her because you have no boundaries. And you want to tell her something. You want to confess something to her. So you've been with this karmic person that I guess you didn't intend to end up with them. And now you want to confess something. So let's see what you want to say. What does this person want to say to this divine feminine? I am the man in reverse. and I don't understand. So this person is saying, I understand now that I was trying to be the man. Like, they were trying to be the shit, okay? And why are you telling her that? Because I need to hold, I'm tired of holding, this person's tired of holding back their true feelings. I can't do this right now. So why are you telling us this if you can't do it right now? Because I have to let go of you to find myself. I know who I am now, and there's a lot of drama. So they're having to let go of this other person that they accidentally ended up dating that was a curse. And it's causing them a lot of drama. They're trying to let this person go, and I don't think this person is wanting them to let them go. Because they're they feel like they have to escape from this. They literally are trying to get out of this, and they're unable to, and they feel like it's a curse. They're stuck. And they made the mistake of getting involved in this because they were maybe just needing a place to live. All right, what would you say to them? You would say, I wish I could be a different person. Will you leave me like the others? So you wish you could be different. What do you want to be different? I'm blocked. Okay, so they wish they were, I guess, this person that you live with, because you never talk to them. This person, this divine feminine, you don't talk to them. It's not too much. Why are you blocking her? They have hurt me. Oh, that person won't let you talk to her. I can't talk to you right now. Oh my God. And I wish I could understand. Oh my God. Okay, remember somebody over here was not going to stop being controlling. They're not going to stop controlling things. And they're going to say, it's almost like they will, like, not even let you go to work because they're so afraid you're going to talk to somebody. Oh my God, this person's controlling as hell. What is wrong with this person, Spirit? Oh, if you don't, it says you're going to get away from them. And good for you. Good for you. All I can say is good for you. Oh my God. How does this person not F themselves getting away from this person? Validate your past. You did the best you could. Feel and empathize with your past, not judge it. Anything else? Good for them, Spirit. Good for them. Read. There's something you need to read. You might be leaving somebody on red, and Spirit's like, you need to read the text messages and text the person back. What else? Give less fucks. You were born to stand out and escape materialism. So you're probably only with this person because of whatever they do that can give you money. Let me see if I can find out. Let me find out. Why are they with this person, Spirit? Because they have insecurities, they're being the victim, and they're neglecting themselves. Alright, any blocks to the friend? Love sucks. Why do they feel like love sucks? Because they feel unloved. And they're not going to be compared to somebody else that's not my type. So it doesn't look like there's much blocks to the friend, except you're just not giving them any attention. You're neglecting them because you have this other fool you're trying to figure out what to do with. So let's see what guidance Spirit might give you. And then we're going to close. Alright, guidance Spirit. The web weaver in reverse and the spirit whisperer. So Spirit's trying to speak to you. You need to really pay attention to what's being said around you. You're going to get a message from Spirit. The web weaver in reverse. The web weaver warns you to address your behavior in all areas. Where are you being dishonest with others and with yourself? Are you fearful that you'll be left out in the cold and abandoned if you don't relinquish control? Your strand in the web is beautiful and unique, and you don't need to camouflage who you really are in order to manipulate results. You're challenged to stand tall in your perfect imperfections. See yourself truly and allow the pattern of your life to be woven into the beauty meant for you and you alone. Keep in mind that if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. The web remembers everything. Do something different this time and watch a miracle. This applies to all your questions in this moment, for everything is connected. And number three, the spirit whisperer. So you need to back up and regroup, is what is being said here. The numbers are backwards. They're going backwards, okay? The spirit whisperer as your ally. As an ally, the spirit whisperer comes to you heralding the miraculous and the inspired. She whispers guidance from the divine through your highest senses so that you can hear her wisdom and know her love for you. She is committed to helping you intuit the next right actions and steers you away from trouble. The spirit whisperer keeps you inspired to move forward. You remember how he kept trying to get in trouble and I had to keep bringing him back away from the fire? The spirit whisperer keeps you inspired to move forward, always knowing just in time the correct next step. She guides you to fulfill your highest purpose. When she appears, it's a sign of inspired ideas that with continual action lead to success. That's a very good omen. If your question is about a relationship, the spirit whisperer speaks of soul connections, past lives, and great learning through mutual mirroring. She will whisper how long, how short, how deep, and how sweet. Remember, it was deep the relationship can be. There were soul bargains made even before you were born. And an exploration is in order. You may move forward, but keep listening to the spirit whisperer for the lessons that the vulnerability of love brings. And see, that's why you don't want anything to do with love, I think. I think that's why you're ungrateful for the love that's been given to you, because it's not exactly maybe what you wanted. All right, talk to me, spirit, about what this love can look like if this person will listen to the spirit whisperer. Okay. You've been spying and the spring is here. Why is the spring here? Because you've been also getting messages in your dreams. What do you see when you spy? Your ancestors are giving somebody the strength to forgive. What's being hidden? Secretly, you're longing because you're in separation. And what's being shown? That somebody has stability, harmony, and flow, and they're going to have a spark. What is the spark? Oh my God, somebody is going to purge this. Release, surrender, and purge. Make a Venus offer and have a breakthrough. Holy cow. And what will happen next? I mean, what could be better than that? Besides masculine and feminine coming out together. Oh my goodness. You're going to get over this toxic shit you've been living in with this codependency. Look, you're going to open up and you're going to actually talk and maybe even travel. Mercury retrograde is going to bring somebody back. Look, they're going to finally be willing to take a leap of faith. Wow. Outcome of them taking that leap. Their higher self will be activated and they're going to have a facade. Where they've been wearing a facade about their beliefs, their higher self is activated. And what does that mean? It means that transformation is where they've not been in their life purpose. And what will happen when the transformation happens? That dark shit they've been through, that they've been isolating and thinking about, what about it? That's where they're going to heal. There's going to be healing. There's going to be the courage to change. They've been living in a situation where they've had a lot of lack and suffering in their past, a lot of conflict, a lot of disharmony, a lot of triggers. Remember down here when it said, what the hell did it say? I can't remember. You're tired of this person pushing your buttons. This is what's going on here. They're going to heal from all of this. There's a huge transformation happening in July. And look, that's going to cause them to finally be open to receive. Open to receive what? They're going to regret not expressing the truth for some reason. They're going to be open to having regret for not expressing the truth. And what is the truth? The truth is that they did not see their reflection in the contract that you all had before you were born. And now they're going to be open to receive it and take care of themselves. They're going to have to see their part in this contract. They're going to realize the truth about this connection. This is the month for real connect. Oh, there's a lot of twin flame. Oh my God. Outcome of all of this. The cycle of confusion is over when it comes to no integration, no union. And look, this is twin flames. Oh my God. So where you've been in separation, it's about to be ending this month. It could be as late as the 30th, but for some of you, it could be as early as the 3rd. But there's about to be some kind of twin flame reunion in the month of July. Don't ask me why. And I quit doing twin flame readings, but when Spirit brings one out, I'm not going to, suppress it. This person's ancestors they are realizing that whoever they were with has gotten over them and forgiven them for, I guess, some atrocious shit. You know how twin flame connections are. All right, so what's going on? Let's just be nosy now. What's going on here? How did this happen? Somebody was like, I'm not waiting for you anymore. What was being hidden? That they were getting a warning about their overgiving. One person was giving too much. So secretly somebody was being warned about overgiving. What's being shown? That you've been having time apart and you haven't been using your intuition about a decision. What's that decision? Fate. Okay, Spirit. And what's going to be the outcome? You're going to put away the computer and play hard. Laugh, goof off, have fun. And what will you do once you put away that computer? Your finances are a factor. Why do you say that? That's what you've been on different pages about. You're not going to be on different pages with somebody new, though. You're not. Clarify what I mean? Somebody's having an awakening. What are they realizing? They're realizing that this person, that the children were the obstacles all along, and that this is a twin flame. So what's going to be the outcome? This person is not learning a lesson about something strictly sexual, and that's why they need support. What are you doing, fool? You have a new love now. Somebody has a new love. It's not true love, though. It's just sexual. So what are they going to do? They're going to be in denial about a marriage and a second chance. And what will be the outcome of the marriage? They're going to go slow and they're going to regret this. Well, so what should they do instead? Go back to your spouse and be unavailable? So they're actually having an affair with somebody. Gross. Let me find out. Yeah, they're doing it because this person's paying them. They are literally having an affair with somebody for money. Spirit says they haven't learned that lesson. All right, now I want to see more about what's really going on here, because this person, they don't want to be with this twin flame because they don't feel like that. They don't appreciate the love that twin flame has for them. They would rather be with somebody just for their money. That's what I'm seeing here. What is going on here? Show me how this happened. Somebody was a stalker who was always partying. And what was being hidden? That they were having a love triangle. No. That they had love on the brain. What do you mean they had love on the brain? They also were very creative. All right, what else was being hidden? A groupie, a drama starter, and a boss daddy. All right, what's being shown? That somebody's moving. They ain't shit and they don't care. Or you don't. It's like they moved or they're moving and they ain't shit and you don't care. What's going to happen next? They're not going to be a thief because you got a screenshot. What were they stealing? Somebody was stealing. You were ignoring them because they were talking shit. Okay, what were they trying to steal, though? I don't know, but you got photo proof, and now you're having a grudge because they can't make any silent moves. You rejected them. So this has to do with it looks like somebody who had quite a bit of money and secretly you started some drama. They might have actually been on your channel and being a fan of your creativity, but stealing your ideas and pretending like they were in love with you. And then they moved on because you were like, you ain't shit and I don't care. But somehow they couldn't steal your ideas because you had a screenshot. I think you had your stuff set up so that it was somehow marked and it was yours. So, like, you had proof that it was yours. What's going to be the outcome of this thief? Oh, that flew out. Where did it even go? It's way over here on my dog. Poor baby. Child services? There's a queen rising in reverse because of child services, and somebody is now a broke ass. And look, there it is, the legal issues. I can't make this shit up. Alright, I figured it out. I thought so. What a drama. As the World Turns. Y'all are too young to remember that show. Alright, so I guess it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. You're going to make your decision. If you're going to either stay with this loser or you're going to go for this other person. And it looked like there was going to be a Venus offer made. I think that it's your friend that you need to have the commitment with. The one that's one of those girls. And you would give anything to be with one of those girls because you're one of those guys. That's what I think. But do what you're going to do. Thank you for watching. If you see it on the replay, hit the like button. I love you guys. I do want to pull one more thing. What are the spiritual gifts operating here? Because y'all got some gifts. You need to use your intuition. Remember, use your intuition. You're a phoenix rising. And look, Spirit said you're going to work with your hands. You're going to do something for work. And you're going to have infinity. Okay, now I need to pull money cards for you. What's going to be the outcome of the job? You're going to get on the right path after being you lost your job, but now you're going to get on the right path. What does the right path look like? The media is here, a partnership is here, and not being an artist is here, and not being a rescuer either. Okay, anything else you can tell us? You're going to be sharing, and there's a mechanic. Somebody's going to help share because they're going to do labor and mechanics, like on something, maybe with your media. They might be camera operators involved. There could be like, whatever you do what you do with the media. I don't know what you do. Anything else? I'm here and go one more time. You're going to manage your money. And you're not gonna spend too much, like retail. You're not gonna spend too much shopping. And there's a counselor. You might be seeing one, or somehow you have a counselor in your life. You're gonna be dealing with a counselor. Also, okay, baby. All right, trinket, please, Spirit, for whoever this is. I close my eyes so I can be surprised like you are. Oh, somebody deals with pendulums. Oh, look, one of them girls. I got a 4-leaf clover inside of a horseshoe. You might ride horses. I feel this is a country girl for sure. I got a crescent moon with a star. I got that flamingo again. I got my dragonfly because I know damn well I'm one of them girls. Look, and there's my pendulum stuck to the dragonfly. Hey now. Hey now. I got a deer. A buck even. You might like to go hunting. Look, I even got a gun. I got a pistol. You might be a pistol packing mama. I got believe in love, and I got a heart with an EKG type. You might be a nurse, or you might be a like an EKG specialist, or whatever they call it, cardiologist. Hell, I don't know. Heart surgeon. All right. Thank you for being here. I love you, and I hope I will see you soon. I don't know if it'll be this week or the weekend. Oh, I'm off on Friday, so I'll be back on Friday morning to do my like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday videos. I'll be back Friday morning. I love you guys so much. Comment, let me know what you thought of the reading. Mwah. Good night. Okay, baby, I hear you. You go outside. I'm ready to go to bed.